Right, before we start this video, I want to say I can't draw. So these aren't my drawings or my hands drawing them. A big thank you to Es for making my video possible. Now without further ado, this is a letter to my younger self. Jodie, as of this moment in time, you're 18. And don't get me wrong, there is still so much of the world you want to see and that you will see in the future, be it with your partner or with your friends. You'll see the world and you're going to love it. I can feel it. You've still got so much to learn. I know that. And with different experiences comes the lessons and the teachers that will teach them, whether that be good or bad. You've just got to ride it out. You don't know where you want to go in life, but right here and right now, you're doing okay with where you are. You're really happy. But it hasn't always been like it, and let's face it, in the past few years, things haven't been so good, but they're getting better now. Things are starting to slowly look up, and we'll talk about that soon. But let's look back. Your first love. As much as you regretted that at the time, you loved her then. She was your first girlfriend and you fell really fast, really quick. She was the person that helped you be comfortable with yourself, but even then there were things that you hated because it felt wrong and it felt weird. Know that whatever you're feeling is okay. You're not weird for feeling the way that you do, and you're most definitely not wrong. You'll soon come to terms with it and everything will be okay, but that won't happen for a while yet. Not until you're long out of your relationship with your first love. In fact, it will take 2 more relationships before you find comfort in yourself and know that everything is truly okay. Remember, Jodie, just because she's your first love, it doesn't mean she's your only love. You'll be in love again. Remember as well that if it doesn't feel right and if it feels like you're being mistreated, then you should follow it. It will save a lot of heartache and hurt down the line, and it will save a lot of anger at others because you couldn't see how you didn't see it sooner, but know that that's okay. Love blinds us all, especially when it's new and especially when you're in it alone. You shouldn't be making excuses for her, especially not to yourself. Don't say, oh, it's okay, she's just anxious or she's just depressed. It'll be okay soon, because it won't, and you need to know that. Neither of those are excuses for being mistreated. This will happen once again. You'll be with someone for a while, and things won't be all bad. Know that no matter how good things are at points, it doesn't excuse the countless nights of lost sleep making sure that they're okay, or making yourself ill over her. You're worth more than that. You'll learn that in time. Right, come on, Jobs. We know that being in love with girls isn't worth hating yourself for 3 years for. It's not right, is it? Let's face it, you're normal, and it's not like this is new to us. Why do you think you've always looked at the girls in TV shows, so you've always had a girlfriend in the playground games? You've always been like this. You know that. No matter how many boys you're with, no matter how many times you pray to a God you don't believe in that you're not this way, you are, and that's okay. You'll come out to a lot of people, but there's too many to name, but this is the most important one. Don't panic about coming out to mum or dad, or the rest of the family, because they will all love you just the same. Come out how you were planning, please, because otherwise you'll panic, you'll shake a lot, you'll cry a lot, and it'll all be a bit of a mess. Leave the letters for them to find, because they'll need time to process it, but they won't hate you for any of it. They won't hate you because you're their daughter, and adding on to that, everyone knew anyway. Jodie, as much as your first love in a relationship wasn't great, your first ever love, the thing that you'll never be rid of, is music. Music has been there with you through thick and thin. When you didn't want to talk about anything, there was a song. When you were struggling with something, there was a song. When you were alone, there was a song. You'll end up spending countless hours playing guitar and losing yourself in the keys of the piano and finding your throat hurting when you've sung for nigh on a whole day without realising. Music is honestly one of the best things to have ever happened to you, and truly is your passion above all else, and you love it. You're getting better Don't ever, ever lose that, Jodie. College truly will be the best 2 years of your life. There's no doubt in your mind that when you were looking at progressing on to the next part of your life, college is where you wanted to go, and you were so right to go. You were so right to ignore the teachers that wanted you to go to sixth form, because there are no bonds in the world like the ones you'll have at college. The memories you'll make are some of the best you have, from Izzy's Monday morning breakdowns to telling Europe that Tyler's your husband and being called Macaulay Culkin for 2 years solid. I mean, come on. The resemblance is uncanny. Now, I'm coming to the end of the advice I can give you because there's too many things to say in such a short amount of time. But I have one more thing to say, and this is the newest thing in your life. One of the best things to have ever happened to you. You've met someone and she's really nice. Nicer than you could have ever imagined, and you're falling hard, Jodie. It's okay. Let yourself fall. You won't be able to thank Millie enough for this, because she truly did introduce us to a blessing here. In such a short time, S will show you what it is to be loved properly, and what it is to have a healthy relationship where you're supporting each other and it's not all one-sided. She wants to meet your family. She wants to give you everything she has, just as you give her. Nothing is better than that for you. There's a reason she's the only partner the family have ever loved of any of us. The way she'll take to the boys will warm your heart. The way she is with the dogs and any animal for that matter. How she's so gentle and so in love with nature. How she'll laugh with your family like she's known them for years. All these little moments that you felt robbed of will mean so much more, because we truly do believe that this is it for us, Jodie. We've found it and we've hit the jackpot. You've never been this happy in your life, and you're letting yourself fall again when you thought it'd be so hard. I guess when you know it's right, then you know, because you were so shut off before, which is why it wasn't working with the other girls you were talking to. Because it wasn't meant to be with them, but with her there's been no awkward moments. Even if the first impression you had of her was a condom on her head. I guess that's what was it. Because she's funny too, and she'll make you laugh until you can't breathe and smile until your cheeks hurt. This is it. Everything's fallen into place now, and you're feeling more and more like yourself again. And right now, you're happy with where you are in life. I truly mean that. For the first time in forever, everything feels okay again. And we still have so many adventures to go on and so many things to see and experience, and we don't know where we'll end up, but we're excited for the journey, and we're proud of our journey so far. Jodie from 2019.